Hey guys, welcome back to Spilling the Reality with Trisha and Kiley on the Russell Hantz Show. And today we'll be talking about the episode from last night, all things veto ceremony, and absolutely nothing happening on the feeds because they were down for 21 hours. So, if you're here for feed updates, you're in the wrong place because none of us are here for those. Thanks to CBS. Yeah, we're going to talk about the episode. We do have a few updates. The feeds did come up late last night, so we will catch you guys on those. And if you are watching with us live, don't forget to drop us a comment as we go through the episode. If you are a first time viewer, then we touch on the comments. We try to touch on them as we go through topics, but if we don't catch them, we do have a segment at the end of the show where we will talk about all of your comments. So give us your hot takes on everything that you see going on in the episodes in our discussion and whatever you feel. Jot it down over there. All right, so the feeds.
Hours later. 6.5 hours later. Day 2. Many months later. 2,000 years later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire.
If that's the end of our show today, guys.
That's it. Now you're caught up. You know everything that happened on the feeds. They've been down. They were down for 2,000 years.
That's really felt like it. CBS did finally come out with an announcement late last night after the episode aired on Twitter and their social media, letting everyone know that the feeds would be up at 10 o'clock BB time. Did they come up at 10 o'clock BB time? No. They came up at
It's like
10:03 BB time.
like those 3 minutes, y'all. Come on.
But they were a long 3 minutes, considering we waited all day. I was still up, which is midnight here in Texas, still up waiting on the feeds to come up because while Big Brother claimed it was a technical difficulty, I was like, something is going down in this house.
Right. So let's talk about some conspiracies. Why were the feeds down? So I'm just thinking, possibly somebody tested positive for COVID. Like there was that rumor floating around that maybe because they do the COVID tests on Tuesdays and then the feeds are down. So what's the deal?
Yeah. I was thinking, so Kylie, that was her theory, COVID test, which was like so scary. I was like, if one of them has COVID, if Zingbot gave them COVID, then that's not good because then we don't have anything to talk to you guys about.
And the show's over.
And that's the end of spilling the reality. So my theory was that Nicole told Dayvon and shit just hit the fan, and CBS could not show us that on the feeds because they would not want to damage Nicole's reputation any further.
Yeah.
There were some good Twitter theories out there.
Yeah, there were some good ones. There were some theories that maybe there was some type of confrontation, not necessarily Nicole and Dayvon, but between somebody for some reason, and the feeds were down because somebody had been removed from the house. There was theories that maybe this was all part of the neighbor twist and that they were playing clips that they'd have to remember for the HOH comp, and they just didn't want us to hear them. So that was a theory. But yeah, they're just claiming technical difficulties for 21 hours.
I think they're lying. 21 hours. Like,
I think, yeah.
I work, obviously, most of us probably work in a place where there's technology is used, right? And so,
Yeah.
like, there has never been a technical difficulty that impacted a corporation for 21, like that long. Essentially, like, what's, I don't understand. Like, I think they're lying,
I
but
think they're
okay,
lying.
yes.
I think that this was punishment for the wall yellers. And they were like, you know what? You bitches gonna come keep yelling over our wall? We're gonna shut the feeds down.
I also wonder if the house guests like had any idea. They were just like, all right, guys, get all of your racism out now because the feeds are down.
Here you go. Here's your opportunity. Feeds are down for 21 hours. Say all the
Get it out now
discriminatory
because you need to
things.
stop after this.
But once they come back on, And it was funny because we were having a group chat about why the feeds might be down. I said, y'all watch, like the feeds are going to come back on and they're going to be playing backgammon like nothing ever happened. And sure enough, guys, the feeds come back on and they're not playing backgammon, they're playing charades. So, oh my gosh, I'm so upset that we missed all of this. Like,
Yeah.
darn.
I even went and my mom came over for dinner last night and she was at the store and she's like, "Do you need anything?" And I was like, "Hey, Mom, could you pick up some backgammon on your way here? Because I feel like I need to play backgammon just because I'm not getting to see them play it all day on the feeds."
Right, exactly. I mean, we missed 21 hours of backgammon, 21 hours of Dani scaring Cody. I mean, what did we do all day yesterday without
Oh,
this entertainment?
yeah, we missed 21 hours of them talking about the Ian vote. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I do really like this comment about Seth. We love this conspiracy you're bringing us with. If it was a technical difficulty, how were they able to schedule when the feeds would be back up? Like, hey guys, technical difficulty, but 10:03 Big Brother time. Boop, they're on.
yeah. I mean, I know there are like, I mean, I'm not super technical, but I do know that there are things that can like, they can, they're like testing. Like, okay, let's say it was truly a technical difficulty. If something was down, like whatever connection gets all these cameras to show whatever,
Yeah,
they will run tests to see if it works. And so they're like, okay, test one passed, test two passed, test three failed. Okay, well, this is what the problem is.
yeah,
And so maybe at that point they're like, okay, well, we have to do these updates. It'll take this long. I mean, I'm just helping CBS out here, but I agree 100%.
yeah.
This was a sham, and we don't buy it for a second,
Yeah,
CBS.
we've missed all of the good stuff. Everything except for the Dayvon Bailey Christmas fight, all of the good stuff has happened when the feeds have been down. So if tonight they show us something exciting that happened while the feeds were down, I'm going to be pissed. I'm not going to lie. Like, I paid $10 a month to be commercial free, CBS. I'm not here for the feeds to be down 21 hours. I want a refund.
Yeah. Um, Same. So, I mean, you could just at least give us like 10 cents back or something for our
Yeah.
24 hours of
Yeah.
downtime. Um, yeah. There was also a tweet, I think James tweeted it, and he was like, the feeds are down because Zingbot was found dead in the storage closet.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. He had some hot takes last night. There were definitely some people probably pissed about what Zingbot had to say, and maybe they took him out.
Yeah. Some
They saw
people
they saw him on the
starts
street.
with a C, ends with a Christmas.
Luckily she doesn't have access to a car. So,
Yeah. That we know of. I mean, who knows? She might have gone out to that parking lot and followed him to his car.
right. Something might have happened, y'all. So,
Let's talk a little bit about last night's episode. This will probably take majority of our show today since we don't have too many
yeah, we
feed
basically
topics.
got more of the episode than we got of the feed. So, here we
Um,
go.
I joked on Twitter yesterday that me and Kylie weren't going to talk about Big Brother at all today because of the disappointment. We were going to talk about the Masked Singer. So just
Well, I don't watch The Masked Singer, so I've got nothing to
I
contribute
love
there.
the Masked Singer. All right, I'm gonna just do my own show on the Masked Singer because I love talking about the theories of who's who and how dumb the judges' guesses are.
Yeah,
So,
nope. I watched like 2 episodes in the first season and was like, okay, this isn't for me.
oh my God, bye. Okay, so this is the part where me and
Friendship,
Kylie don't
friendship
agree.
over.
Y'all sound off in the comments if you think that we should do a show on the Masked Singer, and I'll just talk through Kylie. I'll just do it by myself. Screw you.
I'll just contribute. Like, what? Why was this person dressed as a bumblebee? I don't understand. How does this relate to them?
It might anyway.
Like,
Okay.
what? I mean, so okay, completely off topic. Do their costumes usually have something to do with their personality? Like, the
Apparently they
bumblebee could
do.
be like Honey Boo Boo.
No.
Oh,
I don't I like T-Pain was the monster, like, that didn't really have to do anything with him being the monster, and, like, So there was this whole theory. Okay, we're getting way off topic, I know, but we'll get back in a second, guys. Y'all we're not trying to lose you, okay? But for those of you who are Masked Singer fans, I don't think the costume has anything to do with the show. So, like, for example, Wayne Brady was the fox, and everyone was guessing that this is Jamie Foxx because he's the fox.
That would be
And,
really
like,
obvious.
right. And, like, Jamie Foxx has been a guest judge on the show. And so they thought, and they do sound really similar. But I can't really think of anyone whose costume had to do with them. Like, um, Adrian the cheetah girl Adrian, she's like
No.
Latino. Okay, well, she was a flamingo, but she had like those little stringy things like salsa dancers wear as her like costume. And I was like, okay, well, this is kind of like Latin, maybe. I don't know. Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, I
Yeah.
like the Masked Singer. Cam K says you should be on the Masked Singer as a potato. um, I would get sent
That
home
would be
first
great.
for sure. Because I cannot sing it all. They would be like, take your mask off and get off the stage right now.
Get out
Exit
of here,
stage left.
potato. Get out, potato. All right, so yeah, let's get back to the episode. So, we did get to see the veto comp play out. What did you think about the theme of the tiger zing?
Tiger Zing. So I liked it. I liked it because I like Tiger King. I
Yes.
like when we're pop culture relevant on Big Brother.
Yeah, I mean,
I liked this.
this takes us back to the good part of quarantine.
Mhm. Yeah, the
Back,
beginning.
back when Joe Exotic was just entertaining us all, and we thought, hey, this isn't so bad. Like, we're locked in our houses, but we get to see this meth head tiger zookeeper, and this
Who
is great. So,
turns straight men gay. It's just very
yep,
confusing.
yeah,
If you didn't watch Tiger King, you are you
missed out.
even living in 2020?
Right.
But yeah, I thought this was good. ABC got Carol Baskin on Dancing with the Stars. We got Tiger Zing on CBS, on Big Brother. So I liked it. It was a little hard to see the blonde mustache. They should have definitely given him like a brown mustache because at first I didn't get it. Like he
Yeah, I
looked.
didn't get that he was supposed to be Joe Exotic.
Yeah. It was weird. That
Yeah.
was kind of weird. Like the costume was a little confusing to me.
And I mean, I know that they probably like can't completely reference Carol Baskin, but I mean, he should have at least incorporated it into one of his zings somehow and been like, that bitch Carol Baskin.
That bitch, Christmas Abbott.
That does rhyme.
Yeah. Yeah, and I saw this one tweet and it said there is a missed opportunity with them not starting off with, "Hey all you cool cats and kittens."
Absolutely. They completely missed it. They should have done that for sure.
So, yeah. Some missed opportunities there, but no worries, CBS. I thought it was good. I'll give it 6 out of 10 stars.
Okay. Okay. So, not as many stars as we got yesterday for the live feeds, but 6 out of 10, not too shabby. I'll give it 18 hours worth of stars. Stop. Is this is this serious?
Heather, yes.
Heather.
She's my friend in real life. Thanks for your support. Heather has not watched Tiger King, and it's disappointing.
Heather, get with the program. This is the
It's
best. It is
We
so
give all of
entertaining.
our viewers permission to stop watching our show today and just to binge. Take some PTO. You have nothing else to do. You're sitting at home and watch Tiger King. You won't
Yeah.
regret it.
You will not regret it. It
All
is,
of our comments over here, y'all are saying y'all haven't seen Tiger King. Oh my gosh. Like, how are y'all even our followers?
yeah, it is highly entertaining.
Cajun reseller, you know what the Cheetah Girls are, but you don't know Tiger King. Come on.
Yeah, Tiger King's the best.
It's so funny. It's just honestly, it's so good because I did not know. We are from the South. We are from Texas. Oklahoma isn't that far from us, but I had no idea that these type of people existed in the world.
Okay,
Okay,
so
there's
my
like a cult.
sister-in-law lives in Oklahoma, and they have been to Joe Exotic's Tiger Place, and there's a picture of my brother-in-law kissing, I think, a camel. Anyways, and Joe Exotic is like right here in the background, and so whenever this was happening, she was like, "Look at our pictures!" Like we went back and looked, and he was right there. So this was pre him going to prison, but yeah. Okay, we are so off today. We're so
Well,
off
no, so we don't
subject.
have that much to talk about. So this is why. Normally we are really good at sticking to our script, but
Okay,
all right.
back to the episode.
Back to
Tiger
Tiger
Zing.
Zing. Let's talk about the zings, okay? Because while Tiger Zing got 6 out of 10 stars, I thought the zings were pretty good.
Yeah, they
Um,
were great.
I
So
thought they were good. They were what we feel like the house guests needed to hear.
yeah, I mean, some of them were really cutting. So we get David Zing first, and we weren't exactly sure what his zing was, and he gets the zing of, "I can't believe I'm on BB All Stars, and I can't believe you're here either, David." So Zingbot just telling us all what we're all thinking and spitting the truth there.
And the next thing we saw was whose?
Enzo?
Memphis's? Enzo's? I
Yeah.
don't remember the order. I can
Yeah.
just remember the ones like that stuck out to me.
Yeah, Enzo's wasn't that great. His was what's more pathetic than a man in his 40s calling himself meow meow? Nothing.
And he called him by his full name, so Enzo gave a DR after that and was like, he
I'm
called
not
me by my full name. He was like, I'm no longer saying meow.
yeah, I'm not meow meow anymore. Going by my full given name, but I can't remember
Yeah.
what his full given name is. Crescenzo.
I liked Memphis's Zing where in Zingbot
Yeah.
straight up called Memphis a piece of shit.
Yeah, that was great. Top three Zing from you, Zingbot. Yeah, he says, most people think of you as Dan's number one, but I think you're no more than a giant number two. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good one. And I loved that David was the one who got to give the DR after his, and he's like,
And,
Zingbot just called Memphis a piece of shit.
and he
And
is.
yes. Um, all
Yeah.
right. So then after that, we see Christmas's Zing.
Yeah. So you skipped a few, but that's okay. Christmas.
I'm just calling out the highlights. Like, they're not all good.
They're not all worth it. Christmas. What's the difference between you and a holiday season? One is cold, stress inducing, and annoying, and one is the holiday season. Zing! And I
And
love,
Tyler,
yeah, Tyler's DR after it. And he's like, "What have you done? What
he's
have
like,
you done?"
hello, Zingbot. We still have to live with her afterwards.
Yeah, and even though we don't normally do our tweet of the day in the middle of the show, we're gonna pop up. We got two tweets of the day, and they're both related to the zings. And so, if you don't follow James Ryan, we always feature him because he has great Twitter takes. And last night he was tweeting out his own zings in, conjunction with Zingbots, and we get this gold one from him about Christmas, and he says, "Zingbot, get that restraining order ASAP."
I love how
So,
you read it in the Zingbot voice.
Zingbot,
Zing! Um,
zing.
yeah, James also said, oh, we don't have this one, but he said, CBS, let me in there to be Zingbot, and
Yeah,
I retweeted it. So
yeah,
I was,
we're here
I
for
was
that.
like, yeah, I was like, this is what we all deserve, like James getting in there and being the Zingbot because he he zings these house guests on the regular. Him and
Yeah,
Janelle are Twitter zingers.
Okay, so then we get Kevin's zing, and Kevin's is, I came up with a new nickname that captures you perfectly. Boring. I think that's sad because I don't think Kevin's boring. So, if everybody's, him and Enzo's were probably the mildest, like, okay.
Yeah, like, I
Um,
feel like that wasn't, it wasn't a stab to the ego or anything, like,
right.
whatever.
We get Dayvon's, and he says, you've done 3 seasons of Big Brother and 2 seasons of The Challenge, so I'm dying to know which reality show do you plan to lose next? Now, look.
That was a little sting.
Yeah, you don't come for our girl Dayvon Zingbot, okay?
We will find you in the parking lot.
But definitely the winner takes the cake. Save the best for last is Nicole's sing. And he says, I'm not going to sing it, y'all, because I would also be kicked off the Masked Singer. I wrote a song for you. Here comes the bride. She loves to cry. Every time I hear her voice, I want to die. Zing!
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, that Nicole Zing, probably one of the best
Yeah.
things of all time.
Yeah, that was
And
really good.
there was so much. So obviously we follow lots of Big Brother social media, and the social media ragging on this Zing, saying that Zingbot is a bully, da 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 da. Y'all, Zingbot is there to give these house guests an insight to what the outside world is thinking of them. Zingbot is simply a preparer for what you're going to deal with on the
Yeah.
outside. He's not
Yeah.
bullying them. Her voice is whiny and she has to know that. For example, right afterwards, she goes in the DR, doesn't do her Nicole voice, her Nicole
Yeah.
whiny voice. Her normal voice is there and it's not whiny at all.
Yeah. Cam K says, can we talk about how soothing and nice Nicole's voice was for the brief moment she was actually trying? But no, back to Franzel Treasure. That's great. Franzel Treasure. Zing!
It
Good one.
was though, like it wasn't like painful to listen to her for a second in
Yeah.
the DR. It was like I was like, why doesn't she talk like this all the time?
Yes. Just not so whiny.
Yeah, but anyways, so I also loved that Zing gave a wedding token to her, um, because the wedding is obviously a huge topic, and I don't know, maybe Nicole is like, I hope she really thinks about this. Like, he talked about the wedding.
Yeah.
Maybe this whole Janelle thing is a bigger deal than I think it is.
Yeah.
Russell
What
said,
would be my zing? All right, guys.
y'all drop
Let's
us in the comments. Give your zings to Russell. I did. Where's my phone? We did post on our Instagram last night, to drop your best zings of the BB22 house guests, and we got some good responses. So I'm gonna read a few of them. Um, so pink-haired Aiden says when parents need to tell kids Santa isn't real, they need to introduce them to Christmas Abbott. Zing. um,
That's great.
and then when Nicole gets evicted, we're singing the classic "Ole Ole Ole." So y'all check
Um,
us out on social media, um, for all of the fun things.
ooh. Oh, Cam. Damn. What's the difference between Tony and Russell? Natalie didn't win this time. Zing.
Cam Dam.
Damn. Bitter
Oh.
jury. Russell was robbed. Okay.
You don't have to zing us. I mean, you're welcome to zing
No,
us.
don't think us. We didn't ask for it. Russell asked for it.
You're welcome to zing us, but be wise, open eyes. Welcome to the show. But Russell is asking for zings, so drop them in the comments, y'all.
Yeah. All right, so
All right, so after the Zingbot gives his zings, we see the competition happen where they run the maze.
Yep.
And they have to get like the little animals.
I was a little bit. I mean, we have seen Dayvon compete well on the challenge, and I mean, she was running through this maze like she was the most unathletic person ever. What was she doing? I mean,
I
she
was
did
like,
not
she
look
did
like
not
she
want
was
to
trying to
win.
win it. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Um, little confused there, but okay. Okay, Dayvon.
Yeah, and it didn't look like she was trying to win it. So I don't know. But
Can we also talk about before the veto, Memphis going around and saying, like, don't win the veto, like, just let one of them win because I want to backdoor David? The whole time, it's still hard for me to hear the words come out of Memphis's mouth. Guys, the backdoor plan is David. What? What?
Stop, Ed. You win. Russell gets herpes for Christmas. Sing. You win.
So, for those of you who don't know, Russell has a thing for Christmas.
Uh,
Need we say more?
that was great. What did you say about about the backdoor plan? That was so funny.
All right, y'all keep bringing your things. These are good. Y'all are doing a great job. All right, so back to the competition. Okay, so they all run through, and Memphis has set the expectation that everyone should throw the comp except for
Yeah,
Dayvon and Kevin, who are on the block, so that he can backdoor David, which still mind blowing. Don't
mind blowing.
understand. So, anyways, he tells us to Tyler too. But Tyler runs that thing like he is running a dang marathon, like he knew the path to this maze before he walked down there.
Right. He just came in, blew the times out of the water. He was like, "No, Memphis, I'm not going to throw this competition. I do not trust you." And he wins it. So, Memphis quickly, because he's not really running things, he quickly changes his tune and is like, you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe we should break up Kevin and Dayvon. And so we see it shift pretty quickly off of David and onto Kevin or Dayvon. Um, we were wondering if CBS would give us Dayvon's veto speech, and she did not disappoint.
Neither did CBS. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you,
Thank you.
CBS.
Yeah, as soon as Tyler was like, I will give you both an opportunity, I was like, yes, they're going
Me
to
and Callie
show
were
it.
texting. I was like, speech, 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 speech.
So, yeah, we get Dayvon's speech. If y'all missed it, she basically said, like, I know that you're not going to use this veto. So F you, F your veto. I know that this has been the plan all along. Like, you're in on it. You're in on it. You're in on it.
Calling out all the people.
Yeah,
She's
calling
not
out.
wrong at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think David did truly want to backdoor. Memphis truly wanted to backdoor David, but yeah, Dayvon just laid it out there.
So,
Don't trust
yes,
it.
my friend, this week you have not food, you have not hot showers, you have not a warm bed, and you have not nothing else down here that we get. Enjoy that.
And we're going to be so sad when she walks out the door this week.
Yeah, we're gonna lose all of that, y'all. We will have not any of this entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, there's been about 4 entertaining things that have happened this season, and 3 of them have included Dayvon. And the other one was Kaser.
Yeah. So,
So,
hopefully we get a good eviction speech from Dayvon.
yeah.
Anything else from the episode before we move into the small amount of feeds?
No, I don't think so.
All right, so we can just move on to day. We're going to go out of order here a little bit, Kylie. So sorry if
Oh,
I'm
that's
moving
fine.
around in the notes. Just a little behind the scenes combo. So we do get the feeds back, and late last night, it was like 1 a.m. I think Big Brother time. So it's like 3 a.m. my time. Dayvon comes back on and she is talking to the fans. She knows she is going home. She's crying and she is just telling everyone, I hope that I haven't let my fans down. I really did try. This is just the end for me. There's nothing else I can do. And it was so sad.
Yeah, like she's tearing up and she's getting emotional. And no, I don't. I think that DaVonne did a great job. She is not just the best Big Brother player ever in terms of,
The
you know,
reads.
the reads and navigating alliances and stuff, but she tries hard and she's entertaining and she stays true to herself. So, I don't think you can ask for much more. She's not
Yeah.
mean to people. She doesn't cause controversy. So good on you, DaVonne. We'll miss you.
Ed asked, does Nicole confess today? So we don't know for sure because the feeds were down, but there are some
Yeah.
signs that she did
Yeah.
because,
But she at least knows whether or not Nicole confessed or if DaVonne, somebody told her, but DaVonne knows.
yeah, could have been a wall killer for all we know, but somehow she does know. And I don't know if she's confronted Nicole. Nicole knows she knows. So we just don't know how that played out. But Um, when the feeds came back, there were some times where like it was awkward when they would pass each other or be in the same room together. Like Nicole would immediately get up and leave, and they would make comments like she's trying not to be around me and like stuff like that. So yes, it seems that Day does finally know that Nicole was the true winner, and honestly, like I'm glad she at least gets to apologize to David.
Yeah. Yep. So this is probably something that we'll get to see play out.
I'm trying not to read the comments as we go through so we don't rabbit trail so much, but this thing on my Photoshop skills, sorry. What's worse, Trisha's Photoshop or BB22?
Zing. That's a real toss up. I don't know which one's worse. They're both pretty bad.
Yeah, sorry that my Photoshop
Sorry,
skills
Nambo. You don't need that
are.
muscle.
I'm sad that my Photoshop skills are even in the same category as BB22. Um, yeah,
Oh.
so, anyways, okay. So yeah, Day does seem to know about Nicole. Um, and yeah, so we do also get some talk about after the charades, we do get some talk about what will happen next week depending on who wins HOH.
Yeah, so definitely it looks like Dani and Nicole are on people's radars and they're in trouble, y'all. If they don't win HOH, we're probably going to see the breakdown of the committee for real.
Yeah, I mean, and Enzo's not really in the committee, but we do see him having a lot of these conversations.
Yeah.
Enzo, and Cody meet up, and they're talking about they feel pretty good, but they definitely think Danny's in trouble. They think Tyler is coming after, Danny and Nicole,
Hmm.
which yes.
Yes.
Enzo then has a conversation with Tyler, and he's like, "I don't know who I would target if I win HOH," and Tyler's like, "Danny."
Yeah, just do Dani.
Yeah.
That's a safe bet. So Dani has really played herself, and I'm telling y'all, she's going to regret big time not taking out Tyler and taking out Ian instead. And it was right there. Like they could have done it. They could have switched this whole thing up, but no, they didn't. So that's what you get.
Yeah, so next week we should pretty much see the end of the committee, this block alliance, depending on who wins HOH. Now, if Danny or Nicole win, it would be barbaric of them not to put up. If they put up David and Kevin, they lost. They lost the season. They're
Right.
out. There's no way that they even make it to the end at this
Yeah.
point. Nicole maybe get carried, but that's it.
Yeah. Like if any of them put up David and Kevin, it's a complete waste.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is going to be an interesting week in the Big Brother house. So hopefully the committee does not win HOH just to keep things interesting. I'm really hoping for a Kevin win. Kevin
Yes.
talks today about, all right, like if I win HOH, what should I do? We see Kevin have these conversations all the time, so I feel like he just always needs reassurance, like he's making the right moves or thinking the right things. And Day's like, you would be dumb not to put up Cody and Tyler.
Yeah.
And if one of them come down, you put
Put
up
up
Renom.
Enzo. Yeah.
I mean,
Put
yeah,
up Enzo.
put up Renom, put up Enzo.
Obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's going to be interesting, guys. They are all really expecting that it's a double eviction. It is not this week. We're
At
going to
least we
get,
don't think there's one.
yeah, we're going to get the twist tonight. See whatever that brings. And I think possibly a double eviction the next week, but they're kind of thinking that it might be tonight, but they're going to be in for a surprise because that is not going to happen.
Yeah. So we know we get that 2-hour episode next week. And so here's what I was thinking, like big
Let's hear it.
twist. Okay. So double eviction happens and then jury buyback, like immediately following.
Okay,
So
but so what? Ian is not eligible for the jury buyback?
no, I, there's
I
not
mean,
a rule that says because they give information, their goodbye messages are totally up to them. They don't have
true.
to tell.
This is
And
true.
so CBS could say, look, I mean, you say
You're
what
gonna
you want
know.
to say in your goodbye message, but you could be giving information away, and that's on you.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, Julie is not the one that told them. It was from Tyler. So
Correct. And yeah, I mean, and Julie didn't really even talk about any of those big things that Ian could know, now know and go back in the
yeah,
house. That never happened. So I would not be surprised. CBS, let's just keep it interesting. Just freaking
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
We want the
Especially
buyback.
whenever we're looking at Ian, Dayvon, possibly like Kevin or David, and then maybe Dani. Like those could be the 4 people that are competing in a buyback.
Yeah. So think about it. If a double eviction happens, 2 people go out, they immediately have the buyback. That would be super interesting. Like the person
Yeah,
who got evicted could immediately go back in. It would be so
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Ed says with the virus, no buyback, I'd say. I mean, if they're keeping them in isolation and only in contact with, people that have tested negative, then I think that it's possible we could see it.
Our chat really thinks that there's no buyback. So we'll
Yeah.
see, guys. I'm just saying what would be interesting. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping for a buyback because everyone good is gone and it's depressing.
Yeah. But I mean, I wish that they would have done the buyback
At
pre-jury
Janelle.
so we could have, yeah. Just, hey, we're only
Just
doing a 2-week
bring
buyback.
Janelle back.
Janelle and Kaser. Those are the only 2. Those are the
Yeah.
only 2 that are eligible.
Yeah. We also get a little Royal Rumble between the 2 queenies, Christmas and Dani.
Ooh.
So we see these conversations happening with different people in the house, but pretty much Dani's having conversations saying, I'm worried about Christmas, and Christmas is having conversations saying she's worried about Dani. And it's coming very apparent between the committee that pretty much they're going to have to choose sides between Dani
Yeah.
and Christmas because these 2 girls do not trust each other at all. They don't want to work together.
Yep. So it's coming.
The committee's, as of right now, choosing the side of Christmas.
Yep, it's
So
coming to blows. It will. I think that Cody's in such a pickle here because everybody is expecting him to go against Dani and Nicole, but I definitely think Dani and Nicole are closer to him than the other people in the committee. So if Cody wins HOH, who do you think he's going to nominate?
wow. So I think Cody will throw this HOH. I don't think he has any
He
reason
absolutely should.
to win. But if Cody wins, we may see him put up David and Kevin
Yeah.
to start off with, and then he may make a decision and like fall to a backdoor option, one being Dani, Nicole, or Christmas, depending
I
on
would
who's
think he
convinced.
might go for Christmas. He would be stupid to go for Dani and Nicole because they are both pretty loyal to him. So, if Cody wins this, that could shake things up a little bit.
Yeah, it would definitely define those lines a little more. I think Cody also could put up Dani because he is close with Nicole and to keep her more in his pocket.
Yeah.
There's lots of possibilities, but do I think Cody's going to win this HOH? Absolutely not. He's not going to win
Right.
this HOH if he can try it all.
Yeah. What do you think the HOH comp's going to be?
Um,
Questions?
maybe questions.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't had questions in a while.
Maybe questions or
A
maybe a
crapshoot.
crapshoot. Yeah, where they like the slingshot game.
Yeah.
Just something. I think it'll be something we get to see in the episode.
Yeah, please don't do that to us. Like, y'all took the feeds down for a whole ass day. Please do not do a HOH comp that is not endurance that does not end in the episode.
um, I don't think that they'll do the soapy comp this year because we have Grandpa Memphis on and
Who cares?
we
Screw your
yeah.
back.
They don't want to injure anybody, but yeah, Seth says the slip and slide. Like I said before, this is a comp I absolutely would not participate in. Like we talked yesterday, like what we would do if we're in the Big Brother house. This is an HOH comp I would throw. End
Yeah.
of story. I would just slide on my butt all the way down and slide on my butt all the way up because I don't like to fall. And like I'm a 90-year-old trapped in a 29-year-old body. Like I'm out.
Yeah. No, that would be fun. I think that one would be a fun one
Heather
to
says
do.
it's your favorite. Like Heather, I don't even know how we're friends at this point. Like you didn't watch Joe Exotic, but you like the slip and slide comp.
I like
That
the slip and slide
I
too.
think it's terrible. The only time I ever liked it was when JC played because it was so
That was so
entertaining.
funny. That's exactly what I was thinking about because he was like,
That would be me. Like baby giraffe just slipping sliding everywhere. I'd be all in other people's lanes. Just I would not be good at that comp. I already
people
know.
falling is always funny. So I like the slip and slide comp. Cam K does ask, will Dani use her power? So she has to decide by 10 o'clock a.m. Big Brother time. So like now, if she's going to use it or not. And we did have talks about whether or not she was going to. She talks about it on the feeds last night. So I hope that she does and tries to cast a little bit of suspicion onto Memphis. So
Yeah, that's the only good move with this power. So we'll find out today. And if she slips up and says that tells anybody, she might tell Nicole. But she has not talked about this at all. She hasn't talked about her plans with the power, whether she's going to use it, not going to use it. I think the only person that even knows about the power is Nicole.
I think Cody might too.
So anyway, she hasn't talked about it. She might have talked about it all day while the feeds are down. We won't ever know. What a mystery.
Yeah.
Dead Pop says Nicole falling over and over would be great though.
Yes. I mean, there's a lot of people I'd like to see fall a lot. Like
This whole
Memphis.
cast.
Oh, Memphis won't get to participate if it's this week. So it would probably be the best time for Big Brother to do it because there's a
Or
high
like
chance
if
Memphis
Dani
hurts
puts him
himself.
back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Cam
Oh
K says Dayvon
yeah.
knows.
Dayvon knows because Dayvon knew about all the powers.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
There was another comment I wanted to touch on. Anyways, so I really think it'll be a crapshoot or questions or maybe the one with like numbers or something like where they have to guess how much, I don't know, just some dumb crapshoot.
Yeah.
Don't think it'll be an endurance comp, but y'all let us know. Sound off in the comments what you think. What comp do you want to see that you haven't seen in yet? Okay. So I think we only have one more thing. No, nothing else. Okay, that's all we saw on the
Pretty
feeds
much
last
it.
night. I was like hoping we had something else.
Yeah.
But we've done a good job. 45 minutes of, talking about no feeds that happened yesterday. So thank y'all
Yeah.
for your comments because they've helped us get through this torturous. Yesterday, me and Kylie were like, what are we going to talk about? Like nothing happened on the feeds, but we
Like
knew that
literally,
you
how do you
commenters
do a live
would
feed
come in.
update with no live feeds?
Yeah, but we knew you commenters would come in handy for us. You guys are the best.
Yeah.
We had another tweet from James, and so I want to pop that up really quick.
Yeah.
Not our
This
tweet
one
of the
is the
day.
best one.
But it's so good. It says Nicole in the maze like she's trying to find someone willing to pay $3,000 for her wedding.
Where
But
you
a
at?
bow.
Where you at? Anybody want to pay $3K for my
Do you want to
wedding?
pay $3,000 for my wedding?
No, I
Now
wouldn't pay.
$5,000 because I lost my wine sponsor.
I wouldn't pay $5 for your wedding.
We should just do an auction.
Yeah.
Like, so we could do our real tweet of the day now, and it comes from Earth Dog BB with a 0 as the O, um, who always has great tweets as well. I don't know who's behind this account to give them real life credit, but y'all go follow them. The tweet says hashtag when feeds return, Memphis and Christmas, hashtag BB22, and it's a picture of Chicken George and,
Jerry.
oh,
Jerry.
sorry. I'm out of it today.
Jerry. Old man Jerry.
And
He's
Chicken
always
George
so
on the right. I'm just kidding. Uh, what's her name?
Remy.
Remy. Yeah.
Yep.
Don't
Which
they
we
look so
should we
cute?
shouldn't insult Remy like this
No,
because
yeah, because saying she's Christmas, Jet or Earth Dog, that is straight up an insult.
um Lisa with the zing. No shortage of wine with Nicole. Zing.
That said Chicken George. Jerry, is he still alive? I think so.
Yeah, he is.
Y'all don't put that
He
out there. We already had enough losses in 2020. We don't need another.
Yep. Yeah, no, Jerry's still doing good, y'all. I mean, he would have been better. I mean, he was more of an all-star than some of these people, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Um, so yesterday we posted on our Instagram and Twitter the tweet of the day, and it came from Andy, if y'all don't remember. So just to give a little tea there, our comments blew up on it being Andy. Like, I don't know if people think that like we are Andy Heron when we post this and they are like coming at us as if we personally tweeted this. But y'all, our comments, like the Instagram comments, blew up. And I was just like, "Oh my gosh, calm down.
Don't shoot the
You
messenger.
need to calm down." Yeah, like we're like it was just a funny tweet, okay? Because like this season sucks, okay? Sorry.
Yeah.
We offended like we said, I think the Nicole and Christmas fans are the same people and they're vicious. Like don't come at them because vicious.
Yeah. It wasn't even mean. It was just literally every other woman deserved a chance over Christmas. Everyone.
All of them. Yeah. That's not mean. That's just she is a
Didn't,
felon.
and she didn't deserve to be on All Stars. So,
Who could
that's
win
it.
to save the season?
Nobody.
Unless there's a jury buyback,
Unsavable. Unsavable.
David.
No. Um, like, okay. Ugh, I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, I think Cody's playing the best game, but then whenever I think about Cody being just set up coming into the house with the pregame alliance, it pisses me off. So, y'all, like, maybe I want Kevin to win or Enzo. Yeah.
Enzo would be fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it would save the season,
Yeah, no,
but
it's not savable.
no, I don't think that this season it's completely compromised at this point.
Yeah. There's no
Yeah,
saving it.
we're with you. Be wise, open eyes at this point. I don't know who to root for.
Same.
Agree. None of us
Same,
do.
please.
So, like, I'm trying to root for people that are on my draft team, but like, I picked the worst people.
Y'all, I'm not even kidding. So I got two teams in our draft. My captains are Kevin on one team and Dayvon on the other. So first of all, both of these fools are nominated, and then
Always.
they're having this conversation where they're crying, and you get minus points for people crying. And I'm like, why are both of my captains crying? Stop, stop. I
They're
mean,
gonna show that
right, I
footage
have
from
no
last
chance of
night.
winning, but still, like, just stop crying. I don't want to be any further down.
Yeah. I have Kevin, I have Dayvon, I have Nicole Franzel, I had Nicole Anthony, And so, literally, I know I've said this 100 times. Me and Kylie run this draft, and whoever we pick, you should just be
Don't
like,
pick them.
Don't pick them because they suck." Like,
They suck.
you think
Pretty
we'd be
much.
good at it, but we're not,
Yeah.
especially on a season like All Stars where we're like, we already know all the players.
I think I do worse on All-Star seasons. Like, my
Survivor.
yeah. I
Yeah.
did so bad in Survivor, y'all.
Because we picked
Disappointing.
all the old school players because we wanted them to
Like them.
win.
Yeah. So, mm-mm.
I
Do
think the
that.
time I did the best was when I did a random wheel.
Mhm.
Because I did end up with Jack and Jackson on my team. I still didn't win the draft, but I don't think I would have picked them in real life.
Yeah. Mm.
Mm.
Let's see what else.
Don't y'all feel that all-star winner seasons play too safe? I do think they play safer because they have a following. They know how this works. I
Yeah.
think they, you know, I do think they play safer.
Yeah. But then I just think like compare and contrast. Big Brother 22 versus Winners at War. Like, why? Why do we get one of the best seasons of Survivor and one of the worst seasons of Big Brother whenever they're both all-star casts?
Um, I think that people who play Survivor are genuinely better humans.
Yeah, I think that's some of it, and most of them aren't there for Instagram followers. They're not social media influencers, and they just come out and play the hell out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, and in Survivor, I mean, for me, I'd be playing for food every week. So, like, I want to win. I want to get rewards. I want the fishing gear. I want the pillows. I want the hammocks. Um, because I will, if I had to go to Edge of Extinction,
Mm-mm.
Audi. I'm Sandra.
Raise the sail,
Bye.
raise the flag, like we're at
Paula.
Ponchos.
Yeah, raise that flag. I am not Reem. No, not her. I'm a Sandra. I would leave that island so fast. I wouldn't even need to get on the boat to go to the island.
Just take me to Ponderosa.
Yep. Goodbye.
So Dead Pop 76 says, your team is trash.
Trust me, I know it's terrible.
Real bad. And yes, I was going to comment on this. Heather's team is still fully intact. I was looking last night when I was scoring the episode, and there's still several people that have fully intact teams. Like, good for you, because I got one team that only has Kevin left, and I got one team.
As your captain,
Yeah, Kevin's left as my captain, and
and that's your
the
team one. Like that was
yeah,
the first team you picked.
yeah, I was like, this team's gonna be so good, y'all. Like, Kevin is my captain. It had Keisha, Bailey, and Janelle. Like, winner. I mean, in theory, that team sounded really good. Super entertaining, bringing all the points. Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Eternal Dream says, considering this is David's first game, he is doing all right. I mean, he's doing better than um everybody else that left. So yeah,
He's still
he's
there.
doing great. David's on my team though, so hoping he pulls out the W, gives me some points.
Um, do you think they would ever do a shortened legend season? Who would you want to see play if they did? Yeah, I mean, I think that enough people have said that they would do it. Janelle has talked about like she would do another season if it was shortened like Legends, like a Celebrity Big Brother length, like 5 weeks. Um, who would you want to see?
Um, I if I do not get Kat Dunn back on my TV, then I don't consider it a legend season because she is the only reason that BB21 was decent. Um, so yeah, and to be honest, I didn't like Kat at the beginning. I was like, this girl,
I
like she
loved
was a
her from the
recruit.
get-go.
She was a recruit. I did not like her at the beginning. I was like, this girl doesn't know how to play the game. She doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't. I just couldn't respect that. However, 2 episodes deep. This girl is pure entertainment. She has great reads on people. She knew what was going on, and I loved her. So I would love to see
Um,
Kat Dunn. She salvaged BB21
on a Legend season, I need Brittany Haynes.
for sure.
That's like my number one must have. Um, obviously it would be great to get Dr. Will and, anybody pre BB7.
It'd be good to have James back for
Yeah,
sure.
we want James back. Um, I mean, Danielle Reyes, you could pretty much take most of like the first All Stars cast, and that would be a good start for your Legend season.
Yeah. Yeah. Just take a few of them. We need Mike, Boogie, and Will to get back on better terms.
Yeah, Big Boogie might be too far down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, he might be a little far down, but
Which
let's just
I
pretend
can
that doesn't happen.
I can do without Boogie. Give me Will. Yeah. And there's not that many people in the second half of Big Brother that I would care to see again.
Ed says Vanessa Russo.
Yeah, Vanessa. I mean, yeah, Vanessa's a good player. I wouldn't necessarily like throw her into Legends category, but I
Yeah,
want to see Vanessa play again.
for sure. For sure.
Let's see.
Derek.
Yeah.
I do want to see Derek play again because his season, I liked their season. I was what, BB 16?
Yeah.
I liked that season. Um, but I felt like Derek was such a boring winner.
Yeah. He's like the one person I've ever picked right as my winner pick. I was like, look, this dude, he's going to be good. And I was right. That was pre us doing a draft. I would have been really good that year.
Yeah. Robin Hood says Eric.
Hmm. Eric would be a good one.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Eric come back. Dani, America's favorite. What if we did a season of all of America's favorite players?
That would be fun. That would be a
Yeah,
fun little twist.
that would be fun.
I would love to see Evil Dick play again.
Yes, because he doesn't give a flying shit. So
No F's given.
he would be pure entertainment.
Yeah.
Just all of the entertaining people.
Yep. Yeah, I just want entertaining people, people that don't care, and people that want to win and aren't just there, you know.
Will G. Bay says, confirm that Wall Euler told Dayvon about Nicole. We don't have proof of that, but look, a Wall Euler very well could have. The feeds were down all day yesterday. So we don't know how she got told. But yeah, she knows. She knows. All right. Any other comments? We are getting to the top of our hour, y'all. Happening today, there will be an episode tonight of the live eviction on CBS. So be sure to check that out tonight. So that's exciting. We do typically live tweet. So as you are on social media, be sure to give us a follow at reality_TRHS. Even if we're not tweeting, we are retweeting the best tweets. So be sure to give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram. And then don't forget that next Monday, September 28th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will be doing a challenge draft. We'll have a few extra guests on and walk through the players. We did already give you the cast preview. If you missed that, be sure to check it out. There's amazing Photoshop skills on there. It's just
great
there's some great
autocorrects.
autocorrects. So check that out. It is, if anything, very entertaining, and you have nothing else to do during a global pandemic. So check that out. It's down on the page a little bit on the Russell Hantz Show. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment to let us know what you're thinking about today's episode, and who do you think deserves to come back in the house. So we're excited. Tell us if you think there's going to be a jury battle back or not. Ed says, who wins HOH tonight? Call it, Kylie, because you always give us the right answer.
I have been 2 for 2 the last 2 weeks. Let me think. I'm really feeling it's going to be Christmas. Oh God.
Ugh, God, that hurt to come out of your mouth, didn't it? Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm
Oh,
gonna.
Ed, see, yes, he said it too.
Ah,
And I did not see your comment. Oh, Ed, let's take it back. Take it back.
I'm gonna put out there. I think I say it every time. Kevin.
Ah, come on, points for team one.
Yeah. So I'm sorry every time I laugh it like makes that staticky noise. I wish I knew. I'm trying to get a professional mic.
Maybe you could pull your microphone away from your
No,
mouth.
it's not flexible, it's
Okay.
plastic. So
Okay.
yeah, it's not cool like yours.
Yeah.
Um
Hi,
y'all
Dala.
y'all give us a lot of views and share with your friends so that I can afford to buy a professional microphone so that when I laugh it doesn't to death. So yeah, y'all give us some views. Give us some likes, share us with your friends. David, Cam K says, David, okay. Okay, David, I'm here for a David win.
Yeah.
Narissa says, Christmas going to win after Dani. And Narissa's coming at us with the facts today. So
Yep.
you guys are probably right.
I just felt it in my bones. It's gonna be Christmas.
Ed says it will be thrown to her.
Yeah, she was bitching that she needs some bobby pins in her HOH basket. So, yep, that's what
She
we're
also
gonna
didn't
get.
get to talk about her HOH basket, which she brought up the other day. So, this
Time.
is opportunity for her. Who would David even put up?
I
Hopefully,
literally have no idea. I
David,
think he would put up Nicole and Dani.
possibly. He probably will target Nicole after what she did to him.
Yeah.
But that's not what Dave would want. She would want him to put up Tyler and Cody. So,
Um,
anyone,
I'm
if
just saying, hey, listen, Russell, if you're out there still, if Christmas wins HOH, you need to figure out a way to slide your picture into her HOH basket. Let her know. Let her know who she's coming home to.
write her a letter. That would be so good if Russell could give the HOH letter. Like it's her second one.
Yeah,
Like
we don't need one from her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend. Let her get a
her
letter
baby
from
daddy.
let her I don't think it's her baby daddy anymore.
Not, but I'm just
Let
saying, like we don't need
yeah.
comma baby
Mm-mm,
daddy, like not
mm-mm.
parentheses.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so let's get a letter for who she's coming home to.
And a pic.
So,
Let her know your OnlyFans.
yeah. Speaking of that, I wonder if our OnlyFans was set up. Okay, anyways, we're so off topic.
We're trying to make money, y'all. So we can buy professional microphones.
So, look at the Russell Hantz show Family on OnlyFans to get
It's hard to
some
even say this like in real life. It's so funny. Okay.
good times.
All right. You can subscribe to our OnlyFans, and that way we can afford equipment.
So that Trisha can stop breathing into the microphone.
I like trying not to laugh because I know it's going to do it. And when I listen to our audio back, I'm like, oh my God, what? Trisha, just stop laughing. Like you're embarrassing yourself. And that's also why I laugh silently sometimes. I'm a silent laugher. I just make a lot of movements. It's like this thing I do. See? Stop. Anyway, so we're way off top. We're way off top. Okay, here we go. We should just retitle this episode Off Topic with Trisha and
Yeah,
Kylie
random
because
crap.
we are way off topic today. But anyways, thanks everyone who joined us live. We love having you guys join us live. Thank you guys for joining us because we hardly had anything to talk about in the feeds and you gave us an hour of content. So thank you guys for watching live. I'm not a snorter. Are you a snorter?
Yeah, I snort sometimes, especially if I'm like really laughing hard.
Uh, what was it that one day you were laughing? So
I snorted twice about Fessy Shaft. Two snorts. That was two snorts worth.
2 snorts. 2 out of 5 snorts for that one. Um,
All right. Let's end this.
Bye. No, okay. So don't forget to check out the episode tonight. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment your thoughts on today's episode. Let me know if you want a Masked Singer show because I will come at you hot with the Masked Singer because I love that show. All right, y'all have a great day. Cheers, Kylie. Bye, guys.